Why do you say there are human places? There will be a roll. This day the little bee fell asleep. Waking up everyone's time is a few minutes later than usual, so they didn't see a copper on their way to work. And the bee that arrived first has occupied the best position. They can only choose flowers that no one cares about late. At the end of work, the bee that set off first is naturally full and then returned. And they were locked up at night in order to become the best honey maker in human eyes. The captain decided to adjust the time to work. They used to set off at 7 a.m. to pick honey, and this day they were half an hour ahead of time. When the same kind was still sleeping, he woke up the younger brother. Today, if I go a little earlier, I can make up for yesterday's loss. The fact is, as expected of the captain, the early bird has the worm to eat, and those little bees who are not in the dark still get up at 7 o'clock as usual and can catch the flower. Not only did they lose the game at work by the time of the end of the shift, these guys were also the first to get back to work. It seems that they will take their lives in a minute. And the little captain chose to walk for half an hour. Their output under this small scale is amazing. Not only did they make up for the loss on the first day, and the output is far beyond their neighbors. Since then, the captain has tasted the sweet. The third day, he knocked on the assembly's call. Lead everyone to work in the dark. The moon is high in the sky. And in the flower bed is their busy figure. Wait until the flower is out of the way. They went home to store it. Then go back to the flower bed to collect the honey. Joe Eyre was tired of the past. I don't know how many days have passed. Other bees are still on the same line at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the most diligent little bee encountered a problem because their bees are too small to honey. Seeing the house that was robbed, the captain was dumbfounded, and at this time other bees happened to be at work. All of them are afraid of the flower bed. Only the captain saw the whole place was full of wolf's feet. The little story is in the truth of humanity, an inner roll of time and consumption. It seems to take advantage of the opportunity to earn enough production. In fact, it continues to magnify its desire. It completely ignores its own tolerance. Once the desire exceeds the limit of its own possession, even if you get more, you will only be like a little bee in the end. Overproducing the tide is not easy to overcome. In the end, the collapse is the only way to get out of the dilemma. Only knowing how to restrain desire and be content with the good things is the most comfortable and longest way to survive.